Please welcome back to the stage, Eric Kraft.
Thank you very much, everyone. Our first keynoter today is from a company that you all know well. They've been doing keynotes here for a number of years, but it's not the same Cisco that you've been seeing over the years. They've continually been pushing the industry forward, reinventing what collaboration and unified communications mean, and I think you're certainly going to see that here this morning. So without further ado, I'm just going to get started right away. Please join me in welcoming from Cisco, Jens Meggers.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to be here today. We have some great stuff to show you, so I can't wait. We at Cisco, we are all about creating incredible connected experiences. We design great software. We design great hardware. And what we're really passionate about is bringing all of this together in one incredible experiences, because experiences are really what matters. Nothing else matters in this business. Trust me on that. Experiences matter, because that is what our customers are investing in. They want to make their teams more productive. They want to get more stuff done and compete better in their industries. All right? So I want to show you one experience that I think everybody here in the room can relate to. All right. The boombox. Who had one like this? Who had one? Admit it. Thank you for raising your hand. It's not just me who had one back in the days. 1975, okay? We got the boombox. And what did it do? It gave us the experience of portable music. Wasn't that great? Loved it. And we would carry it on our shoulder. We put like 8 D-sized batteries in there. They lasted 15 minutes. And when we had that damn thing, we thought, this is the best experience ever. I need nothing ever better. But only a few years later, we got this thing, the Walkman. Better electronic. They minimized everything for us. It was way better than the boombox, actually. Better experience. And we thought, wow, this is so great. I need nothing ever better again. But then we got that. We got the Discman. The Discman had less songs on it, but you could skip the songs, which was a great, important experience, skipping songs. We thought that's awesome. And then we had to wait 17 years to get this thing. 1,000 songs bolted on a little hard drive at the back of an LCD with a display with a click wheel. And we go like, oh my gosh, 1,000 songs. I never need more than 1,000 songs. This is the best experience ever. I never need anything else. This is it. These were but only incremental improvements. You guys notice that? Still the same thing. You carry, you play the music, you carry, you play the music, you get more songs, that's it. So now, when did we see a really big jump in experience? When did we see that? Only recently, when we got that. Here's what we got. We got powerful clouds, building incredible connected experiences, and now you can listen to any song that ever has been created in the past, ever, and in the future, either by your voice control, a click on your desktop, or just a single tap on your phone. That is a crazy exponential experience. It's big, and it came slowly. We almost didn't notice it. It never got shipped officially. Suddenly, we had this experience. Okay? What's really important about this experience is that technology became invisible. When did you worry the last time how your songs were compressed? We don't care anymore. If you have enough space on your phones, you don't care about this anymore. It's completely seamless, invisible technology. It's an incredible experience. So now, what does that mean for us here in this industry? This is a big deal. It's a really, really big deal. We are at a turning point in this industry. It's a huge turning point. These cloud-based experiences, this kind of sense of detail, the design that comes with this, is coming to our industry now, and it's actually to some degree already there. It's going to replace everything that we have today. We will make a big jump in experiences, okay? So I'm very excited. I can't even tell you, this is the most exciting time to be in this business right now, right here, Enterprise Connect 2017. So now, what are we doing at Cisco? Because obviously that is a very high bar, right? And you guys know it. We are delivering our Cisco Spark strategy that delivers incredible experiences. I want to show you now how we're going to do this. And the best way to do it is actually with a little drawing. All right. I happen to have a really cool drawing technology right here on my stage, so I'm going to use that. So what we're doing with Cisco Spark is very, very simple. We are taking the best what we do with meetings, WebEx and meetings. We're the leader in WebEx and meetings, right? We're taking the best of WebEx and meetings, okay? All right? Then we're taking the best what we know with Java, messaging, chat, and soft telephony, the best of Java, all right? Okay? And then we're taking the best of video, and we're integrating all of that in one fantastic, amazing experience. That is Cisco Spark. That's our DNA. Putting the best stuff together in one crazy, amazing experience. Now, you guys probably noticed that looks a little bit like the Spark logo. Anyone notice that? Actually, we designed the Spark logo that way. It was I swear, I was sitting next to the designer when he did that. And my engineer is actually saying that this is a Da Vinci Code of Cisco Spark collaboration. So now what we're doing with integrating all of these work streams into one great experience, we're delivering it over a next generation scalable cloud. And it's a great cloud that also supports hybrid workloads, okay? And that's not enough. We know that when you deliver collaboration tools, one size doesn't fit all. Our customers, they want to integrate their existing business processes in our collaboration tools, and also they want to integrate the collaboration tools into their business apps, right? Because of this, we have APIs everywhere. You can integrate Spark into your business processes. You can integrate your business processes into Spark. It is incredible. That's very, very important. Now, when you look at creating great experiences, it is not enough just to create a great cloud. It is not enough to create great apps and create software. You have to have a hardware and a software integrated approach, okay? Because only then you get to the no-compromise, incredible exponential experiences, okay? And we're doing this. We have one design process. We're creating the hardware and the software at the same time, okay? And we're building it together in one thing. This beautiful device is the first device that we have built with this design process, and it's incredible, all right? That is the Cisco Spark strategy. Okay? All right, let me close this here. Very, very cool. So, let's do some demos. Are you ready for some demos? All right, let's do some demos. So, I want to show you now some of the key experiences that we're delivering with our Spark strategy. And we're going to go through the individual touch points, and hopefully it's going to be great and entertaining. I promise. All right. So, let's start with rooms. Okay? Scenario, you come into a meeting room and you have to join a meeting. Happens to me all the time. There's only one rule that applies with rooms and meetings. You are always late, okay? And when you're late, what do you try to do? You join as fast as you can into this meeting technology, because the strategy is, once you're in the meeting, you say, well, it took me forever to get in a meeting. That way people don't think you're late. So, okay? I admit it, I do this all the time. So, that means we need to focus really on getting you faster into these meetings. Okay, let's do this. We're going to go into the meeting, and here's how we're going to do with Cisco Spark. We're going to say, hey, Spark, when is my next meeting?
You are 7 minutes late to your current meeting. Do you want to join?
Yes.
Joining meeting.
Now, is that easy? Huh? That is easy. Remember, you carry your bags, you have your lunch under your arm, and you have your bags. Do you want to do IP dialing, SIP dialing? I think, no. That's how you join a meeting. Okay, so today, what we actually did with the Cisco Spark platform, we created an AI-based virtual assistant. We created that technology, we added it to the platform, and now we're exposing that technology with our next generation room systems, video endpoints. Today here at Enterprise Connect 2017, we are announcing Cisco Spark RoomKit and Cisco Spark RoomKit Plus. It is the most advanced video endpoint that ever has been designed, ever has been built in this industry, period. Okay? And I have the people who are responsible for this today here on the video. Snorre Caspio and his team. Snorre, thanks for coming in and helping out with that.
Hi, Jens. Thank you very much to having us on stage with you.
That is awesome. So, Snorre, this thing is incredible. Tell us a little bit more about Cisco Spark RoomKit.
Yeah, so it is. And, when we designed it, it was really about making it effortless, like you spoke about at the beginning of your presentation. And The Spark Room Kit is really a continuation of our beloved telepresence portfolio with lots of new technologies, a lot of new things we can do, like the voice control that is currently in beta. And it can be consumed both Spark connected, and it can also be consumed on-premise, yes.
Now, what I noticed, Snorre, you have no moving parts anymore here, right? I'm used to like little things chasing me down and finding me. Now I see like 1, 2, 3, 4 digital LCDs in there. How does that work? What is that?
You know, I might still chase you, Jens, but not the cameras. So there are incredible digital cameras here with 5K sensors that will allow us to do lots of new things. You could see down here, you could see our name tags. Face recognition is doing that. It's recognizing me here, Snorre, Kristin, Finn. But it's also the ability to do automatic speaker track, like we've had in our high-end products. We push that all the way down. And we also have automatic framing. And what I suggest we do here, Jens, is that we send Finn here, product management, out to go sell this stuff, and you can see how it actually works. So Finn, you bugger off. So when he is out, you will actually see that as soon as we start doing this, it automatically framed the two of us because he's out of the frame, and you get then an optimal view of this.
That's really awesome, Snorre. So incredible. So I know you packed some really high raw processing power into these devices. Tell us a little more about it. What are we doing with that?
You know what? We actually put NVIDIA Tegra X1s in here. That can do a number of things for us, machine learning, the face recognition, people count, things like that. And let me show you, Jens. Let me turn on diagnostic mode that kind of shows the secret sauce here. So now you can actually see what the entire sensor sees from this room. And you could see a frame around Kristin and I, which is actually the image that's being produced and sent out. You can see a double green square around my face, which means that I'm talking. You'll see a single square around Kristin that shows her face. And then above her head there, you can see that it's also counting the number of people. So 2 people in the room here, as you can see. So lots of things that we can do with this. And what I will do, Jens, I'll actually put a presentation in a Spark space here that you can then review later on.
Perfect, awesome. Thank you, Snorre. Thanks for walking us through this. So, hey Spark, and call. That's how you end a call.
Call ended.
All right. Now, this is kind of really cool stuff, by the way. The voice activation is, I think it's incredible. Now, I want to tell you, we put a lot of work in this. It's a lot of work. And this AI-based system can do pretty much the same thing that your consumer-based systems can do at your home. I can ask it to tell a joke, and I tell you, these jokes are going to be as bad as all these jokes of all of the other systems. I guarantee you that. Now, it can do other cool stuff. We're obviously focusing a little bit more on the business side. I want to show you just a couple of things. Because I'm really famous on calling people in other time zones in the middle of the night and asking for a meeting. So let's try this. Hey, Spark. Hey, Spark. What time is it in Germany?
It is 4:16 p.m. in Germany.
Well, that's okay. That's very useful. So one more thing. Hey, Spark. Hey, Spark. When does Cisco Spark Room Kit ship? Hey, Spark. When does Spark Room Kit ship?
Spark Room Kit is shipping now.
All right, it's shipping. Guys, go get ready for it. All right. So incredible room systems. Now I want to show you how this works on a mobile side, okay? I'm going to go get my phone here. All right. Everybody sees the phone? Yeah? Okay, looks good. Perfect. So this meeting actually was all the way in the cloud. That happened in the cloud. It was a real cloud meeting, okay? So what happens is that when we set up a meeting, we're setting up the meeting with Cisco Spark in what we call a Spark space. In a Spark space, as you can see here, there is the meeting that we had. All right, we're going to click on that. And there's the Spark space. So you go and see the people, you go see the files, and you see the messages that come with it, okay? I think I just actually was in a wrong meeting. Let me go try this one. So And the messages and the files are always available before, during, and after the meeting. Okay? The Spark space is the context that you have in your collaboration session. Now, the file that Snorri just gave me is right here, and I can just go and look at it, okay? Which is very, very powerful. But now you say, well, Jens has a Spark space together with a meeting, and he has a phone, which is great. He can use it as a second screen in the meeting to discuss and to message and share files. But why doesn't he use like a really big system like that one? This is much better, right? And that's right, because this system is designed for meeting rooms and for very, very simple and effective interaction. Now, what I can do with Spark, I'm just going to do that, I can just go and pair the Spark space that we have set up in the cloud for this meeting, and we're just going to pair this with the Spark board, okay? Okay, now it's paired, so I can just put the phone away. And the way how this works is, we don't use Bluetooth, we don't use Wi-Fi, you don't need LAN access for that. It's using ultrasound to exchange a security token, and then both systems go in the cloud, and all the data that I had in the meeting, all the Spark space, the entire Spark space, is now available in here, okay? So the files that we just started talking about are now right there, okay? So there is the Spark Room Kit, awesome, can just open it, very, very easy to use. Now, that is an experience that can work for us, right? Much better than looking at it on your phone, okay? This is an incredible device. It's the most powerful 3-in-1 device on the market. It is designed for simplicity and ease of use. Everybody can use it. If you know how to use a Spark space, you can use that, all right? 4K display, 4K touch, built-in microphones. It is incredible. So let me show you a few more things that I can do in the Spark space, because I can just go and now start a meeting in the space. And already knows who's in the meeting because these people are also in the Spark space, okay? So let's see if we get someone on here. That looks pretty good. And there he is, Richard Townhill. He's our head of products for Cisco Spark. Richard, thanks for joining me here.
Oh, thanks for inviting me. Looks like you have a good crowd.
Yeah. And you know what? I just noticed you're on the Spark board too. So how is that going for you?
Oh, it's absolutely wonderful. I have to tell you, it's an incredibly immersive experience. It's like I'm standing almost as if I was standing next to you in person. It's probably about as immersive as you could get without actually being there.
Yeah, it's incredible. So I love the video. I love the way it's designed. I have one in my office, use it all the time now. Now, let's talk about something else. Because with the Spark spaces and the different work streams that people have throughout the day, what are we really trying to solve there, Richard?
Well, as you know better than anybody, Cisco knows more about the way people meet than almost any other company on the planet. And so what we really tried to do with Spark, with the Spark Room Kit, and with the Spark Board was to pour all of our learnings from all of that experience into these products. And so, you know what? It's probably easier if I just show you. Let me bring you up a whiteboard that I've just been working on. And if I just share this live with you right now. So what you should be able to see is a whiteboard that I've been drawing, which is basically a representation of your day. So you can see across the bottom, you have basically morning to evening, and then on the y-axis, the vertical, an indication of the level of engagement.
So you got email, then switching from email to chat. The blue is chat. The green is calling, either video or telephony. And then we got the red ones, high engagement, scheduled meetings, right? Switching between these workflows.
That's exactly right. And so, for example, it's quite often you can go basically from chat, and maybe you're into like furious chat, and then what happens is you end up maybe escalating to a video call, and then you can pretty much get almost everything done exactly in those in that simple transition because of the furious nature of the communication.
And I love this. Once you had your chat and you had a big problem, you sorted it over chat, you discussed it on a phone call, and then you go over to the scheduled meetings, and you spend the 3 days later, you have a scheduled meeting, the first 15 minutes you spend about like, hey, what was discovered in chat? Where are the files? What's going on?
Yeah, exactly. And then, what's even worse is that even after you've done the 15-minute ramp up, then you may be standing in front of an old-fashioned whiteboard, and you whiteboard it out, and then inside of here, you have to take a photo, and then you have to send it to somebody, and then hopefully you send it to the right people so that you can pick it up again when you go back to email.
They never send it to the right people, by the way. Once they take the iPhone photo, they send it to the wrong people. Once you open it, it's mostly unreadable. So, great. And Spark supports this. because we have a continuous workflow across all of these modalities, right? All of the work streams comes together seamlessly using Spark Spaces. It's incredible. So
exactly. And it's all in the cloud. And you know, the best thing about it as well, of course, is that it is secure.
Very, very cool. Thanks, Richard. Thanks for walking us through this. It is awesome. So
My
you guys
pleasure.
saw it. Co-drawing on a Spark board, as many people as you want can co-draw. Video, multi-party video conferencing. It is super, super easy to use. It is just awesome. We're going to hang up here right now. Thanks, Richard. Very cool. Awesome. Spark board, okay, using Spark Spaces. Now, I want to show you one more very important touch point in the collaboration on the collaboration workflows, which is the most underrated touch point in this industry, which is desktop apps. And I admit it, I'm a desktop app guy, because at the desktop, that's where you get your stuff done, right? That's where you create content, that's where you get do the most work. So I want to show you our desktop apps, where we can get the desktop app here on the screen. Because we have invested a lot in amazing desktop apps. So, it's on the screen? Okay. So you see the same thing, the same spaces, the same files in the desktop app. Now, what we're doing here at Cisco now, we're integrating also the best of WebEx in our desktop. And I will show this to you. Okay. So you see the same spaces, and now I can open a Meetings tab, which is great. Here, all the meetings that I have scheduled, they come on. And here's one meeting that's happening right now. Okay. And with just one click, I can just move, join the meeting, and I can actually pick if I want the meeting here on the Spark board or on my computer. I'm going to pick my computer this time, and I dial in within seconds in a meeting, and I have a beautiful WebEx meeting in Spark. You can schedule meetings. You have a full calendar integration. We're integrating with on-prem Exchange calendar. We're integrating with Google Calendar. It is fantastic. Okay? WebEx built right into Spark. Okay, thanks, guys. That was great. Thanks for showing these desktop apps. Awesome. So these are the Cisco Spark user experience. They're leading in the industry. We put a lot of attention on design, ease of use, fluid flows across all touch points. I want to talk about something else now, because user experiences are very, very important. But they're also IT experience, because the IT team is at the end the team that really has to run the show. Okay? And we have tons of IT experiences, very powerful experiences designed in Cisco Spark, great analytics on the admin consoles, role-based access management, and so on. But I want to talk about two things that we added that are really, really critical in this business. First thing is encryption. Our customers mostly come from the on-prem world, and they're worried about putting their data in the cloud, right? That's why we have added full end-to-end encryption to Spark. And we designed it from the ground in. It's designed at the base level of our architecture. Okay? And the way how this works is every message, every keystroke that you do here, every stroke on the whiteboard is encrypted. We're pulling a key from a key management server, encrypted, send it to the cloud. It will never be decrypted. It is better than encryption in flight, much better than encryption at rest. Full end-to-end encryption with Cisco Spark. And this week at Enterprise Connect, we're announcing availability of our Cisco Spark key management server for on-prem. So you can have your own keys managed on-prem, and you get the full experience in the cloud with the Spark platform. Isn't that great? Cisco Spark Key Management Server. We are the only vendor in the industry that does something crazy like this, trust me. We have worked a lot on that key management encryption service. It is groundbreaking. So next thing, video. Video is so important. You saw this. Like, you have to have good quality, otherwise video isn't great. So here's what we did. We know with video we need low jitter, we need low latency, low delay, and high throughput. So every millisecond matters, okay? So because of that, we've set up 20 data centers around the world with our Spark media processing engines. And we designed them in a way that for pretty much every region that we serve around the world, we have roughly 140 millisecond round trip. Then we connected the data centers with our high-speed backbone, okay? But that's not enough. If I show this to some customers, they say, I don't want to send my video to the cloud. That adds delay and jitter. Okay? They say, I want even better video for my C-level meetings. And we agree to this. And because of this, today, we are announcing the availability of our second generation on-prem video processing engines that is completely orchestrated by our Cisco Spark Cloud. It can be set up within minutes. Okay? And you can use your beautiful Cisco-powered corporate network to run incredible video experiences. Fully cloud-based, same cloud experience. It is very, very powerful, okay? All right, we talked about the user experience, we talked about IT experiences. Now I want to talk about a couple of services that we add on top of the platform to create more value, okay? First thing, today we're announcing Cisco Spark Care. It's a customer care solution for line of businesses, teams, and small help desks. Sits on the Cisco Spark platform, can be set up within minutes. It's incredible what the team did with that. It is very, very easy to use, and it's very powerful. It supports full message integration and voice callbacks. Cisco Spark Care. It's announced today here at Enterprise Connect. We're extending the platform Cisco Spark Care. Now, I want to talk about one more thing. And I think this is going to be interesting. You guys will like that. You guys know that we at Cisco, we have a lot of equipment. We have beautiful Spark boards, we have beautiful video endpoints, and we have a lot of meeting rooms, right? But not every company has that. What if there are no meeting rooms? You don't have any of this equipment, but you want to do the same thing. You want to collaborate, you want to draw, you want to do all of that. So because of that, we're announcing Cisco Spark in VR. It's going to launch this summer. Virtual reality with Cisco Spark. What we can do with Cisco Spark VR is we can take any Spark space, and you have seen the Spark spaces, and we can bring them up in virtual reality. It can meet in the spaces in a virtual world. It is very, very interesting, very powerful. And I brought Andy Payne on today up here. Andy, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks, Jens.
Andy is running our innovation department, next generation products. So tell us a bit more about Spark VR.
Well, I got to say, VR is getting huge, but the technology is still kind of early. I'd say it's more boombox than iPod. Yeah. But the iPod's coming. It is. It's moving really fast, and there's huge potential. And we think the time to start designing and experimenting with experiences is now, and that's why we built Cisco Spark VR.
It's awesome. So can we see it?
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
Right, guys, this is a very difficult demo, by the way, because you're going to have the VR headset. And we have it set up in our booth downstairs. I want everyone to put the headset on so you see the same thing what Andy sees right now. Okay?
So I'm putting my headset on here. And the first thing I see is that I'm in a meeting space. So, and it's, it should look familiar to everyone, pretty much like any other meeting space. The nice mountains out the window. But the key difference here is I've got my Spark content with me in this space, and it's showing up around me. So I can see Spark messages here, which is great. I can also see Spark content on the walls of the files that were shared. I also have a collaborator here. Hey, Dan, how's it going? So if I want to talk to Dan about the content in the Spark room, I can just simply go over and grab a piece of content off the wall here. And if I want to let Dan explain something about the Spark board to me, he can.
That's awesome. So you don't really need, there's no screen sharing anymore, right? Collaboration, but you just meet in the room and just talk about it.
Exactly. No screen share needed, no projectors, etc.
What about drawing? Can you draw?
So just like in the physical meeting space, there's a Spark board here in this virtual space.
But this picture looks familiar, by the way. Did I draw that?
It does. You just did, Jens. Okay. So I'm going to grab the stylus here, and I'm going to just add one key addition to your drawing here.
Can I draw too?
And it's VR. Yeah, Jens.
All right, okay. VR, huh? Is that the way to go? My gosh.
Exactly.
We can all draw? Hey, this is like drawing in the physical and the virtual world all together. I think nobody ever has done anything like this. We're writing history here at Enterprise Connect, huh? Who can do this?
Yeah, exactly. Right. And thanks, Dan, for
try it out.
Andy.
Come downstairs, try this out. Andy, thanks so much.
You bet.
Oh, wait a second. I forgot one thing. Guys, I saw a water gun on the table. Can we see the water gun?
Yeah,
because
Dan's now squirting the board with the water gun here.
And now we're, oh
Watch
my gosh.
it.
All right. Thanks, Andy.
Yeah.
You guys can try the water gun downstairs. It's going to be fun.
Awesome.
All right. Okay, very, very cool. This
Thanks,
is
Jens.
awesome technology. Going to launch this year, Cisco Spark in VR. Awesome. Thanks, Andy. Thanks for helping out. So, now we have an idea where we're going. Powerful user experiences, powerful IT experience, great value extension on top of the platform. I want to leave you now with one very important thought. My favorite quote from an author, Arthur C. Clarke, and he said it in 1973, okay? Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Isn't that great? That means we have to create experiences that make technology invisible. If we can do this, we can create magic, and I think we're getting very, very close to magic right here with Spark and with Cisco. So with that, I want to thank you so much for listening. I want to thank you for listening to my little journey all the way from the boombox, all the way to the Spark board, into the virtual world. So thank you. Thank you.
Jens, thank you very much. Okay, very cool. All right, we're going to take a very short break. We're back in here at 10:45 sharp with our next keynote with Jeff Lawson from Twilio. So we'll see you back here in just a few minutes.